about blowing kisses. Right now, he's blown everyone away on this mountain, clutches his hands, tries to do a victory salute, nearly falls off. What a man, what a win. Zaug rolls in second place, so close to victory, and the punching goes on. Oh, this is magnificent. This is Chris Froome bidding for gaps, bidding to re-establish himself as a podium contender and maybe a title winner as well. We'll see. He rides into that little respite zone. That's that little ramp of 1.6%, don't forget. Oh, they're coming in dribs and drabs. If VT makes it in, it'll mean Menkins next. But right now, attention falls further down the mountain, and he's found something, Sean. It's pace, it's power, it's poise, it's brilliance. Oh, here comes Chris Froome.
Yes, he's riding away from Contador with 500 metres to go. He is putting Contador in difficulty, as we can see here. It's Aru who's taking up the pace with also Joaquim Rodriguez there, and Valverde is the one who is losing a lot of time here. We see the time gaps there, and now it's going to be a question of how much time Froome can pull out of the Contador, Rodriguez and Aru.
Well, they're going to try and respond. They've just sailed past Hansen, who was part of the breakaway. It shows you how much effort they've put in late on. Remember the gap at the bottom of this climb, and it's only a modest one, was about 5.5 minutes. Well, right now, Chris Froome is thinking about seconds, and these guys are thinking about places, podium places, and are they seeing one just being handed over here, courtesy of their inability to close this gap? Is it that, though? Suddenly, late on, you can fade at any time, but Chris Froome is still marching on. And these seconds, this gap is going to be a significant one by the end, and they realise it, and Rodriguez doesn't want this to be the case. Contador can do nothing but get on his wheel at the moment. Rodriguez grinding up for the Spaniards right now. It's a Spanish duo chasing down the Kenyan board Brit as they head for the line, and that gap is narrowing between these two. It's Valverde that's going to suffer today, and maybe Aru just a little bit. He might take a step forward as well. We'll see. It's still all to be decided in these last 100 metres. What's the gap going to be, Sean, and how significant? This is the end. The line doth beckon, and it looks like this trio might well come in with the same time.
Yes, 100 metres ago, we can see it's Joaquim Rodriguez who is just fighting there to close down with Valverde, or Contador on his wheel, sorry, and Contador really suffering as well, having a look around there, losing ground, so gaps appearing. They will be a little bit, maybe a second for Froome ahead of Joaquim Rodriguez and Contador with 3 seconds maybe.
3, 4 seconds, maybe even 5, Sean. Hits the line right now, then comes Aru, and then we look back for Valverde, who will surely appear in the white combined leaders jersey. But Chris Froome, what a gutsy performance, and you can see how he was wrestling for every single one of those seconds, trying to keep a gap and trying to assemble an assault on the red jersey. Here comes Valverde, and on a day where the terrain was supposed to suit him and Rodriguez, they were the out-and-out favourites at the start, and they've been beaten. They've been beaten by Chris Froome, and they've been beaten by Alberto Contador. A very brave Dan Martin rocks and rolls in, also passing some of those in the breakaway who put in such a sterling effort. What a day on the Vuelta. Sean, I'm just about out of breath today. It has been absolutely superb. We had 2 duels going on, and so many chops and changes amongst the GC contenders. Fascinating theatre. It's what this Vuelta is all about. And you want somebody who's lost a stack of time, then consider Uran, who crosses the line right now. His team, well, maybe it was desperation that they put in so much work early on. Is that the reason why he's been found out today, or is it just simply the opposition and the terrain?
The opposition and the terrain, and you know, for the general classification, it's man against man, and Rigoberto Urán is the one who loses out. Also Contador, Froome moving up in general classification, Rodriguez of course as well,